Good day, everyone. Can you please give me a thumbs up if you can hear me? Good morning, good afternoon, depending where you are calling from. I'm super excited to have you here. And thank you for taking time out of your weekend schedule to join us on this webinar. My name is Michael Boyo. I'll be introducing myself when we officially start the session. But I appreciate everyone who has taken the time to join so punctually. On behalf of RYD Learning, I want to welcome you to this online webinar. Thank you. I'm just trying to give it a minute or two here to allow for other folks to join us before we get started.
Anderson. Good morning, distinguished school owners, administrators, partners, and visionary leaders on this call. Good morning, everyone. I hope you can hear me. Please thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay. On behalf of Edumark Consults, I warmly welcome you to this transformative webinar. We are truly excited that you are here with us today. At Edumark, we believe that education is changing rapidly. The world our children live in today is powered by technology. Every aspect of it is powered by technology, and we cannot afford to leave it to sheer luck or let the future determines how far we prepare for it. So that is why we are here today, to help your school thrive and prepare ahead for what is coming and what is already here, so that you can nurture the children that you have in your care today for greater tomorrow. So this is why today's session is very important. It's so important that you take the time to listen to what our partner RYD has to offer, and everything that they has in stock for you to change the way your school has been structured. So this is not to affect your curriculum in any way, but this is to enhance your education, your activities, your delivery. So at Edumark, we believe that every forward-thinking school deserves access to right partnership, the right tools, and the right strategy. To grow today, you discover practical insights into the possibility that technology can offer your school. So once again, welcome, and thank you for choosing this bold step to attend this webinar today to change the narrative. Thank you so much. RYD team, I believe Mr. Michael Boyo can begin.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ibrahim. Thank you so much for collaborating with us on this very, I would call it timely and critical piece within the landscape of education in Nigeria, primarily to get our schools to a level where they will be able to, one, compete favorably with global standards, and at the same time, they would also be able to add value, right, to what they are currently doing without being disruptive. I like that the way you introduced it, without disrupting what they are doing. No one is saying they are doing anything wrong. But what we're just saying is that, can we do better? And that's why we're here today. So just by way of introduction, my name is Michael Boyo, a co-founder and managing partner here at RYD Learning. And I'm very, very privileged, and I have the honor to, welcome you all to this online webinar. What are we doing here today? I would be, letting you to understand what is RYD Learning all about, and how can we partner with you as a school owner, as a school administrator. What can you benefit by adding value to whatever you are currently doing without disrupting, your strategic roadmap. That's why we're here today. So let's get started. Why should you partner with RYD? Right? That's a question I'm sure you would have in your mind. What is RYD Learning all about? Why am I even here? Why should I even care to listen to what they have to say? Now, this is a new year. But again, when I look at this slide, when I say our schools prepare for 2026, 2026 is already 2 months down. So any school that is worth its salt should already be looking into what do we want to do and achieve in the year 2026. But what are we talking about? We're talking about digital learning. The days are gone that you can afford to say we just want to maintain the status quo. No, we can't do that anymore. The world is not going to stop. The world is going to keep moving. Computer-based testing, what is that? That seems to be the buzzword within the local landscape right now in Nigeria. If you've always been listening, even at the federal level, the executive is wanting to legislate the use of computer-based testing for examinations at all levels, and primarily for the secondary school living exams like the JAMB, UME exams, the WAEC exams. But I can understand that the legislature is pushing back, and for the right reasons. Why? Because they feel like the schools are not ready. There are a lot of infrastructural deficiency across the board. We can understand that. But my question to you as a school owner is this. We are just playing the time game. We need to onboard this digital train to ensure that our schools are ready when the legislature is in place. Then we are talking about exposure to technology. It's no longer optional. You can't run this race without technology at the forefront as the vehicle for you to transform. You just cannot. So, and these are the expectations from parents. As parents, guardians wanting their words, their children to do well in life. Regulators, like I said, the regulatory authorities are coming, right? And then the students themselves, who are the key drivers here, the key benefactors of what we are doing as school owners. We need to ensure that we do right by them. So what is RYD providing you? RYD is providing you digital literacy, AI-powered learning, and a modern CBT assessment solution for schools, parents, and partners. What does this mean for you, right? Like my colleague at Edumark was saying that we don't want to disrupt what you are doing. So we are talking about zero infrastructure stress. We bring the platform. So just to let you know, even within RYD top management, we combine cumulatively have over 100 years of technology cognitive experience. Over 100, yes, you heard me right, over 100 years combined. So we are not just coming out here to talk about something we don't know. We are coming out here because even most of us are already benefactors of technology. And that's why we are where we are today across the globe. So we are bringing you the platform. You don't need to build anything, right? This is platform as a service. We are bringing you in the instructors. You don't need to worry about bringing in the teachers. We are bringing in the curriculum. You don't need to worry. And this curriculum is not just somebody, a group of people sitting under the tree forming a curriculum. These are curriculum that is in tandem with global practice. And the bonus, again, depending where your school stands, we can even provide you with infrastructure support. We'll get into a bit more about that as we go along. Now, this should become a new revenue stream for you as a school owner, as a school administrator. Because whatever RYD Learning will be charging you, you have the liberty to mark that up. That's on you. We are not going to be interacting with the parents. We are not interacting with your students. We are interacting with you. Can you please mute? Thank you. We'll be interacting with you as the school owner, and whatever pricing we level set at, you have the liberty to mark that up. Parents' visible value. Remember what I talked about? The parents are concerned about the welfare and the future of their kids. How will they know whether their kids are doing well or not? Within this platform, we are able to provide you with reports, progress tracking, the parents from anywhere. This is a fully cloud-based solution. What do I mean by that? That means all you need to do, if you can see the sky, most likely you have an internet connection and you can access the platform from wherever you are. CBT readiness. Again, we cannot overemphasize this. Whether it's today, whether it's tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, this will soon become legislature within the local education landscape. So are you going to be ready or are you going to be caught napping? We need to think about that. Competitive advantage. We're in the business of making money. I don't think any school here is a charitable organization, right? So we want to have a competitive edge so that we can do what? So that we can be at the forefront within our own community. So you want to position your school as a tech-forward school offering premium value. That's what we're here when we want to partner with you. Now, what does this all mean, right? For you, what does this mean? What's the value proposition here? What are we actually offering you? Now, don't forget, this is a completely virtual online platform. So these are not in-person classes. First and foremost, we are targeting senior primary school students, junior secondary school students, and senior secondary school students. So those are three buckets. We are targeted, we are intentional, and we are very deliberate about what we are offering. I can tell you, go anywhere. I'm telling you for free. When I say we have an optimal teacher-student ratio, what that means is that we're not just going to bundle 20 students in a class. No, that's not the way this works. This works by we ensuring that the teacher-student ratio is optimal. What does that mean? Within a 1 hour of class, right, on a weekly basis, we want to ensure that every student is properly and adequately catered for within that 1 hour of class. We've heard a lot of people come to us and say, how come just 1 hour of class one day a week? Would that be sufficient? That's a very good question. What you might not know is that we are using a platform wherein beyond classwork, the students can go back home. Again, it's cloud-based, so it's available online. Whether they're in school, if it's boarding, whether they're at home, if it's a day school, they can continue to do their work as long as, again, if they can see the sky, most likely they will have an internet connection. We provide a preferred choice of class and day and time. Again, I challenge you. Where are you going to find this? We're not going to say everybody come and gather Saturday at 2 p.m. No, that's not the way it works. It works with the school being able to determine what works best for them. Is it Tuesday at 9 a.m.? Is it Thursday at 2 p.m.? Yes, we can accommodate that. There's that flexibility that is built into the product so that you can have that. I talked about weekly class assignments, capstone projects. This is very, very critical. A wise man once told me, he said, repetition is the key to mastery. What does that mean? The capstone projects is how the students are able to reinforce learning of all that they have been taught within the lessons. Now, I forgot to mention this. Every cohort, so in your own case, within term time, it's going to be 6 weeks of classes for every step along the way. For your own consumption, we could call it levels. Every level will last 6 weeks of classes within your term time. And we're doing this so that it fits pretty well within your term time. We give you time at the beginning to get started. We give you time at the end for you to run your exams. So this hopefully should fit nicely into your time. We offer certificates of completion when the students complete the lessons, and there's mentoring and community support. Now, what RYD provides and what our expectation from you as a school is, so that, there's clarity. Let's look at this very quickly. RYD is going to provide the coding, digital skills, and the program curriculum, just like I mentioned. What do you need to provide? You need to provide enrollees. That means students enrolled onto the program. If you're able to provide a minimum of 100 students, then we might begin to consider you to qualify for the ICT infrastructure support. We provide the CBT platform, which is able to accommodate tests, quizzes, exams, just like I said at the beginning, which is something that is going to become gospel even within the educational landscape in Nigeria. What do you have to provide, though? You have to provide a dedicated classroom or a computer lab wherein your students are going to be having the lessons. Again, like I said, we can support with computers if needed. Again, terms and conditions do apply. What do we need from you? We need a dedicated internet connectivity from you because, again, this solution is 100% cloud-based. We are bringing in certified instructors. What do we need from you? We need an administrative person from you as a liaison that will be able to interface between us and your students. We are bringing in a branded student and parent dashboard. So what do I mean by this? So this is partnership, right? This is not something we are bringing to you as just an RYD learning platform. This is something you are able to brand, and you'll see it when we do the demo later on to show you how the platform works, that you can brand this as though it's yours. So when your students are logging in, they are logging in to a branded platform of your school, your brand. So if your school is ABC Montessori, it's going to show up as ABC Montessori themed platform. It's not even going to, it's just going to show powered by RYD Learning. But at the end of the day, it's technically yours, right? As long as the partnership is in place. We need you to coordinate affairs at your own end of the table. So the timetable, like I said, you can fix the time. All this will be arranged as part of the onboarding process. How do we monitor or manage performance? We have online reports and analytics, both for you as a school owner and even for the parents themselves to be able to administer and see what are their children doing. Lastly, training, onboarding, support. These are all parts of the holistic package. We don't leave you in the lodge, like say, oh, we've sold you something, that's it, goodbye, see you next year. No, it doesn't work that way. We pride ourselves in a full-fledged customer service after sale. So for you, we need you to help us to manage your students. So again, that liaison will help student supervision, because don't forget, this is cloud-based, this is online. We're talking about kids here. We want to ensure that, they also have the best of user experience as they work on the platform. Now, what is the benefit for you, right? Because at the end of the day, we're all here to do business. What's the benefit? So let's look at that. Now, what I've tried to do here, as on behalf of RYD Learning, is to begin to project. Because at the end of the day, it all comes down to Naira and Kobo, right? So we are beginning to project, why do you even need to do this? There's the concept of returns on investment, and I just want to get your attention here as a school owner, right? That if we're able to do this right across the space of 3 years, you can begin to look into an ROI of about 38 million naira. You're going to be wondering, Michael Boyo, what do you mean? Yes, I will explain in a sec. Now, don't forget that we talked about we can level set pricing with you as a school, but the school has the potential, right, the liberty to mark that up. Now, this is based on a markup of 7,500 naira per student per term. And if you are bringing in 200 students. Now, what that means is 7,500 naira per student for 200 students per term, 3 terms in a year over the space of 3 years. That comes to about 13.5 million. And by virtue of inflation, we are saying that that could land you in about 13.8 million in terms of additional revenue for you as a school. Think about that for a minute. Again, this is hypothetical, but at the same time, it's practical. Right? Now, in terms of value of teaching as a service, don't forget, you are not going to worry about teachers. So this is teaching as a service. Now, what does that do for you? Again, this is what we call being able to forecast or project revenue into the future while still in the present. You don't need to worry. So you're not going to start saying, oh, we're going to pay this teacher, or the teacher leaves, how do we get another teacher? Over the course of 3 years, the hypothetical value of that is what we're putting here, sitting at about 10 million plus. And then when it comes to brand loyalty, what does that mean for you? It just means that your school is future ready. Your school is seen as a forward-thinking school, a school that wants to play on the global market, a school that is ready to compete in the global space. That's brand loyalty. That your school is not just any school that is obscure, but now your school is on the map because of the value that you are providing. And then when we look at all of that combined, that's why we arrive at, close to that 38 million mark when we consider inflation as well. That is what we call the net present value over 3 years, forecasting how much revenue you can make, right? If you onboard this digital train. Now, I'm going to call on my colleague, Damilola, who is here, who will be presenting this demo. If you just give me a sec, Dami, you can please introduce yourself while I get the demo video ready. And then I'll be back after you are done with the demo. So just give me a minute. I would preset the demo here to play so that you can actually understand what we are saying. So just and maybe Dami, you can introduce the demo while I get things running on my end. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Michael, and thank you everyone for joining this meeting this morning. We really value your time. Today, we're going to be showing you a snippet of the three platforms that Michael just talked about. The first one is the live interaction class, where the students learn the digital tech digital tech training. And the second one is the CBT platform, which is the computer-based testing. The last one is the AI tutor. You're just going to get a snippet of what the old platform looks like. Please note that whatever you see here today, don't be overwhelmed by it. Training is usually provided to schools as soon as they onboard, and we always provide ongoing support. I will speak to the videos as soon as they start playing. And if you have any questions, I'm here to answer.
Okay, so this is the first video. We have 3 videos that we're going to show you. Thank you so much, Dami. This is the first one, which is talking about the digital literacy platform. Thank you. Can you hear me?
We can't hear the audio.
You can't hear the audio? Okay, just give me a sec. Let me share it again.
Brother David.
Okay, can you hear?
Okay. This demo will give you an insight into our digital literacy program, which includes live interactive sessions with our qualified tutors, as well as accesses that you will receive. I would not just be showing you a platform. I'm showing you how your school can launch its own branded digital tech academy without building infrastructure, hiring expensive developers, or increasing operational complexity. Parents today are actively looking for schools that prepare their children for a digital future. That includes coding, AI literacy, and structured digital learning. The schools that offer this would gain a stronger brand positioning, high parent retention, and competitive enrollment advantage. In addition, you get to have additional revenue stream. Let me show you how it works. Here is our admin dashboard, and this is your school control center. You get to choose the students that are enrolled by uploading a file here as a bulk file. You can view the details of the enrollment in here and choose their date and class time. You can manage accesses to a specific teacher or admin depending on what you want them to have access to. Like a teacher of grade 5 may only have access to grade 5, and a teacher of grade 7 might only be given access to grade 7. An admin might have full access to enroll the kids and to also have access to all of the kids. It all depends. You have the control over this. And the appropriate training will be provided to you on how to manage students, teachers, and permission. From the student side, they log into your branded portal customized to your school theme and color, like this, or like this, depending on how you want it. This means you increase perceived value, you elevate your academic positioning, and you compete with top-tier institutions offering digital programs. When your student logs into the portal, they can see their class time and day, and they can also access their practice section here. They can join their live classes right here. And once they finish their project, they can publish it right here. Here is a preview of a student's experience with RYD Learning.
Yes, done like dinner. And the urges you not even see me.
Okay, so let's go to the next video, which is going to be the CBT platform. Thank you.
Good day, and thank you for giving us the opportunity to demonstrate the RYD Learning computer-based testing platform. This platform was specifically built to make assessment easier, smarter, and fully aligned with the digital literacy direction of Nigeria's education system. Our CBT solution helps schools achieve faster and more accurate assessment, automatic scoring, zero marking stress, a modern digital experience for students, easy performance analytics for teachers and parents, and readiness for national transition towards digital testing. So what you will see today is just not a software, it is a complete upgrade of how the school runs assessment. I wouldn't want to bore you with the setup details in this demo, so we'll move directly to the teacher's dashboard to see how a test can be created. You can create a test either manually or use it by bulk uploading them. We'll start by creating a test, and you can create a test by adding question manually one at a time if you want. You can do it through bulk upload by downloading the sample CSV, which is in Excel. You're going to put all of the question there and bulk upload it. And you can also generate the question using the AI. Your teachers don't need any technical background. It's as simple as filling a form. I will navigate to the AI model and generate some questions. Now, this will take a moment to get the questions out, but it did bring a couple of questions out here. Next, you can go ahead and edit it. And what this edit feature does is to allow the teacher to remain in full control and make them expand the question to whatever they wish to do. I'll skip ahead to show you what the student experience will be like. After the student has logged in, they've selected the subject of interest and started their assessment. They can always see the timer at the top right here. This timer tells them how long they have to complete the questions, and they can start by answering all of the questions as they wish. They also get an instant score. For example, we would go ahead and finish this, submit it, and we get an instant score if the school enables automatic release of this questions. There's several question type that you can put. You can put multiple choice, you can put short answers, you can put the true or false, or you can do multi-select of several, like if there are many answers related to a question. This interface is clean, it's child-friendly, it works on laptop, tablet, and phone, and it helps teachers to instantly see what their students are struggling with and also plan lesson revisions if needed.
So that was the computer-based testing platform. And finally, we have an AI-tutored platform. And what does this mean? This is a self-paced learning platform that kids can take advantage of, whereby they can learn by themselves, without the instructor is online as well. And let's just look at what this demo is going to show us. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Ella.
Hello, I am your male instructor.
The AI tutor gives your student 24/7 learning support. They can practice coding, they can get explanation, and learn at their own pace, even outside the classroom hours.
Welcome. In this lesson, you will be learning about what is HTML. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It's the standard language used to create web pages. HTML uses tags to structure content, making it readable by web browsers. Think of HTML as the skeleton of a web page. It defines the structure and content, but not necessarily how it looks. HTML tells the browser what to show. Correct. Well done. HTML gives instructions to the browser. Example of HTML heading tags. Let me show you how HTML headings work. I'm creating an H1 tag for the main title and an H2 tag for a section heading. Notice how each tag has an opening tag like H2 and a closing tag like H2. The text goes between them. Headings help organize your page and make it easier to read. Create an H2 heading tag with the text Learning HTML. Excellent. You passed this coding test. Test's correct. Great. Headings help organize your content. The H2 tag creates a second-level heading, which is perfect for section titles. Remember to include both the opening and closing tags.
Thank you. So what have you seen so far in the demo? So this has been 3 demos. Dami, let me give it to you. If you can just give us a very quick synopsis of those 3 demos.
Thank you so much, Michael. So as you can see in the first one, we kind of gave you a snippet of the student experience in the class and also the access of the platform you're going to use to enable the students have full access. Like that means enrolling the student, choosing their day and time, excuse me, choosing their day and time of class, and also sharing accesses to the teachers involved and also the admin. The second one was the CBT testing, where your teachers are able to create tests and assign it to your students so that they can answer the questions. We showed you both the teacher's experience and the student experience when they're going to be taking the test. It also entails a lot of a lot more functions, like how the teachers can manually mark the students in the event that there is a short answer question which requires a review of by the teacher. We also have several other things, like they will have instant access to junior WAEC, a senior WAEC practice bank questions for the past few years, especially for those ones in GS3 and SS3. There is a lot of functionality that we could not put into this demo, but it's more robust than we provided to you. The last one is the AI tutor, where the student can learn all of their coding exercise from HTML to CSS to Python, but at their own time. If they feel bored, even in their house or wherever they are, they could just go in there and watch and practice coding classes as compared to waiting for a specific time to join a live class. This is like the summary of what this video is telling us. I'm here to answer your questions if you do have any. And thank you, Michael, for facilitating this session. Thank you so much.
Much. Thank you so much, Dami. I'm sure that if we had more time, you can keep going there with the functionalities that we have on these platforms. But thank you so much. And there'll be a Q&A session coming up pretty soon. But I'm sure that everyone will be asking the question, so what does this cost? But before we get into that, I want to bring apologies from our brand ambassador, who is Mercy Johnson Okogie, who was supposed to be here to actually give a keynote address. But because of due to unforeseen circumstances at the last minute, she's unable to make this call, but she has sent her apologies. Okay, now let's get this going. So what are we saying? You've seen the demo. The demo gave you a synopsis, a sneak peek into 3 specific product offerings. Like Dami just explained, there's the digital literacy coding platform. There is the computer-based testing platform. And then there is the self-paced AI tutoring platform. Now, based on those 3 products that you have seen, that we have demoed to you, we have now been able to curate 6 products from those 3 mainstream products. What do I mean by that? I will take time to explain. Now, if you want to take full advantage, and this is what I will call premium value, delivering premium value. That means you are saying that you don't want to take advantage of everything that is on the table. It's like a buffet, but you want to eat everything, right? You want to have a piece of everything. So the coding platform, which is where we teach the digital skills to the kids, the CBT platform, and then the AI platform. That comes at $35. I said, sorry, 35,000 naira per term. Now, again, please, per term, because you are
Michael,
schools, right?
sorry to interrupt. You're sharing the demo video, not the slide.
I'm so sorry, and thank you for bringing that up. Okay, so let me get back into that. Okay. Are you seeing the slide now?
Yes.
Thank you. Apologies for that. So as I was saying, that if you want to take advantage of all 3, so your students are able to, get into class for the digital coding, your students are able to take advantage in collaboration with your teachers for the CBT, and then your students can also do what? Go in self-paced to be tutored by an AI avatar, just like we have demoed. That would be 35,000 naira per term. Now, you may decide and say, you know what, Mike, I think we'll just want to do the digital skills plus the CBT. That's going to come to 30,000 naira per term per student. Per term per student. Then you might decide that, oh, I'm going to take the coding classes and AI. Maybe your school already has a computer-based testing. Again, we're not coming to disrupt what you have. We are just wanting to see how we can have viable partnerships with you as a school owner. You may decide and say, you know what we need is just the CBT. That's going to be 5,000 per year per students. Again, I'm not sure whether you're going to get this kind of this value at this price point, right? If again you decide that, oh, all we need is just the AI, right? We just want our students to be able to, self-tutor, go through a self-paced tutoring online. That's 5,000 per year per student. You may also decide that you want to do the computer-based testing and AI. Maybe perhaps for whatever, your school might actually have something going on in terms of digital skills acquisition. That's fine again. But, you may decide to say, you know what, we really want this CBT platform and the AI. That's going to be 7,000 naira per year per student. Now, yeah, we're going to throw this open now to Q&A. However, and I'm going to leave this here, but as we get into Q&A, there's something I would want us to start doing. If you remember when I said that there is the possibility of we providing ICT infrastructure support, that is predominantly for schools that will be willing to take on any of product 1, 2, or 3, and terms and conditions apply. How do you get to understand those terms and conditions? I'm hoping that a member of the RYD team will be able to drop a form. Some of you hopefully might have filled in that form, which is what we call the pre-qualification form. But that form link will be dropped in the chat right now. And if you're a school owner, you are here, you can begin to take a look at that form and fill that form, because the time to take action is now. So you can begin to fill that form as we kind of open things up into the Q&A, and you will begin to understand, some of the eligibility criteria for you to be able to be pre-qualified. So you're going to be assessed based on the information you provide in that form. And then we'll get across to you in a very short order here, and then we can continue the engagement. But right now, this is the time for Q&A, and we're here to answer your questions. Please feel free to unmute and ask your question. Thank you. Let me try and get to the charts, because I'm not seeing the charts right now. Okay, now I can see the charts. Any questions from the audience?
Yes, please. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Sonny Echele. I'm calling from Lagos, Nigeria. I'm a lecturer at my school, and so I'm sort of representing my school. I just wanted to be clear, because on one of your slides, it says that your major focus is primary school, secondary school, both junior and secondary school. So, does your program cut across ND students, like national diploma students? Because my school is in Polytechnic, my school is Tech Institute, and we offer degrees in national diploma and the 1 and the 2. So I don't know, is it something that can work, or is just limited to the secondary and primary schools now? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that question, Mr. Echele, you said, right?
Yes, please.
Thank you. So to answer your question, I think I would answer it, but we would need further engagement, in the sense that the primary audience here is, like you rightly said on the slide, is senior primary school, junior and senior secondary school. But we also have other ad hoc programs for kids that are beyond high school, which is where what you are asking for fits in, right? So it's just that was not the focus of this particular presentation. And what I would ask from you is that, I'm trying to get to the next slide here. If you can, or maybe you can drop your contact in the chat, or if you can just take a screenshot of what I'm showing right now and then contact us. But if you can drop your email or your phone number in the chat right now, that would actually be most effective, so that then we are committed to call you back. Or you do it this way, you can reach out to us. Is that fair, Mr. Echele?
All right, that's good. Thank you.
Okay then, thank you very much, and thanks for being here. Okay. Any other questions from the audience, please? We are talking about.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning, madam. How are you doing? Where are you calling from?
Fine. Okay, I'm calling from Abuja. Sorry, I
Wow,
joined in late. I didn't see this until a few minutes ago, but I was able
Thank.
to look at the slides you shared, the demo.
Oh,
So
okay,
my
great.
question is, you talked about the CBT and you gave us an illustration whereby either you upload or AI gets to do the stuff for you.
Yeah.
And I think the person doing that said something about the teachers not having to do much or something like that. But
Yeah.
my problem with the AI thing is that most of the questions they bring up are usually very surface level, and
Okay.
it's and shallow. They are not deep, and so it still leaves the bulk of the work to the teachers to do.
Okay.
You know. And then talking about talking about CBT, you mentioned secondary school, primary school, junior secondary school. Now, with the way Nigeria is going regarding education and external exams, we're going to be doing lots of CBTs very soon. Hopefully next year, most of the exams. After, I'm sure there is one that will be doing will have CBT this year. I'm not sure, but is it possible? Is there a partnership, or do we have such past questions that the students can be tested, not for AI, not for coding now? I mean,
Yeah.
CBT with WAEC or
Yeah.
NECO, BC. Is it linked
Yeah.
to that CBT?
So, sorry, what's your name again, madam?
My
Sorry.
name is Chiamaka Ikechukwu.
Wow. Thank you so much, Miss Chiamaka Ifechuku.
Yeah.
So like you said, you missed a few parts of the demo. So I would let my colleague Damilola to answer your question because I'm sure she has the perfect response for you. Thank you for asking. Dami.
Thank you for your question. So when it comes to the CBT, it comes pre-qualified with past WAEC questions, both for the junior WAEC and the senior WAEC, which the students can use as a practice bank. In addition, the teachers can selectively go to some of the questions from the WAEC and choose it to maybe test their students as a way of creating a test for them. And we also have pool of questions within the CBT where they can filter by subject, by class type to pick random questions that they want aside from the AI. I do understand that the AI, when you generate a question from the AI, you still need to review it and be sure that the question really is not shallow, it's not in depth, like it's in depth, and you can, when you review it, you can always edit it. And I know that might be a lot of work for the teachers. That is why we also provided like a question bank pool, and also you have access to the full WIRE questions in the past few years. Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. Thank you very much. Yeah. Bye.
Thank you so much, Dami. Okay, anyone else? And please, Ma, don't forget to fill the form. That would be great. Or again, if you want to reach out to us, please feel free. These are contact channels. Feel free to reach out.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Your name and where you're calling from, sir.
This is Andrew Ayodele from Ekpe, Lagos State.
You're welcome, sir. How is Ekpe today?
Ekpe is fine, very cool. The atmosphere
Very cool.
is of conducive temperature.
Wow, I like that. I wish I can say that's where I am, but go on, sir.
Thank you, sir. My question is this. I teach English language.
Okay.
And this AI has been of a great help when it comes to preparation of a special lesson note when it comes, because at different levels, when it comes to JAM, WAEC, junior WAEC, and the normal school curriculum. So, and my school will like to kind of learn more when it comes to this AI. For instance, now, if you actually know how to kind of present your question to AI. If you ask AI to do something and you don't specify, AI may not do it the right way. But if you specifically tell AI, instruct AI what to do, you will get it. And I've been enjoying that for a couple of months. So, and my school will like to know more of this, because recently, it was even this week, that WAEC sent a memo that the certificate will not even be hard copy, now it will be soft copy. So if WAEC can be thinking of that, and what do we call it now, UTME is now computer based, and nothing can change that. WAEC, NECO, they are also planning to go there. So my school, we like to go more deeper into this AI. So we will need your assistance, but I don't know how far your location may be from Ekpe, the city of, the city of Dangote Refinery. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Andrew. So first and foremost, Mr. Andrew, I truly appreciate what you said about AI. And this ties into what the lady earlier was saying, that AI can be shallow, but you are saying that AI can also be, you can get value from AI depending how you interact with it, right? Perfect. And I like that. So yes, we can help, but what would really help you, help me to help you, is we need to get in contact with you. Have you looked at the form that we talked about? Now, whether you fill that form or not, I want to be able to get back to you. So can you please do me a favor, right? Again, like I said, we need to take this conversation further. Are you able to send an email or call this number so that we can continue the engagement? So we can definitely help you. That's the short answer. Mr. Andrew.
Thank you so much. I'm highly elated, sir.
Okay, so you have our contact details, or if you want to throw your, if you're okay throwing your email into the chat, that would actually be the fastest way, so that becomes something we would definitely reach out to you. If you're open to that.
No, sir.
Okay.
Do that.
Thank you very much, Mr. Andrew.
Okay. Also, Michael, is it also possible you walk them through another way is that they can book an appointment that suits them right now,
So
to
do we
reach
have the
out to
link in the
RYD?
chat?
You can all just show them, like we've given them this rydlearning.com, show them how to go to partner and just book a link. It's
so
an easy step.
Just give me a sec. Okay, thank you for bringing that up. Okay, so can you see my screen, a Google browser screen?
Yes, we can.
Is that visible? Okay, thank you.
So as it's showing you, you will just go to the rydlearning.com and see the partnership. You're gonna click on it as it's hovering on it, and you just book a call. So once you click on book a call, it will take you to a calendar and you can choose the time that you want to meet with us.
You know what?
As soon as you choose the time, you will get a Google Meet link in your email, and we will be available at the time specified.
Let me drop that link directly into the chat. Okay, so let me bring this back. Let me just, so we are available. So this is showing in my time zone. In Nigeria, it's going to be from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. You can book time with us. I just want to throw that link directly into the chat. If only I can just find it. Okay, I think I can find it now. So if you go to that link, you would see the booking appointment calendar, and you can directly book time with us. So that goes for Mr. Andrew, and that also goes for the lady from Abuja. So please book time with us so that we can get to continue this conversation. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that, Dami. I think that really works. Any other questions, please?
Okay, good morning,
Good morning, sir.
RYD team, all protocol duly observed. My name is Oluwasegun. I'm calling from Lagos, Nigeria. I'm an e-learning consultant. I'll say well done, well done. You guys are doing a great job, because uh, I don't know. If you sit on the archaic way of learning and teaching, well, I really wouldn't know because with the invention of AI and the like, ChatGPT and so on and so forth, you just can't afford to sit on primitive way of teaching. You just need to flow with the time, which is what RYD Learning is really bringing to us. Once more, kudos to you guys.
Thank you very much.
For my kind of person, yeah, I I love what this is going to do in the life of the children because children of today, we call them the leaders of tomorrow. I know that's the main aim of RYD Learning. But also to the school owners, I'm so particular about the numbers. Please, can you just let me go back to the numbers? Where you have the groups.
Yeah, just give me a sec. Yeah. So this
Let's
one.
talk about the win-win
Or,
approach path. Okay, good. Thank you. The product levels.
yeah,
I love this part. You know why I love this part? Because as a businessman, win-win approach is very important.
correct.
As a school owner, you are not, like you said, nobody's running a charity business. You need to know what you have in return. I love the part when you mentioned the ROI, 38 million in 3 years. My head just went like, wow. That's a very interesting part. I love so much. So let me now go to the numbers here. We're looking at product one, coding
Yeah.
CBT AI, 35,000 naira per term. So this 35,000 naira, what is the sharing formula between RYD and the school owner? Or are you saying RYD charges 35,000, so the school now charges theirs added to it? Or please educate me more.
So fantastic question, and so good to engage with you again, Mr. Shegun. I think we've engaged with you in recent pasts, so thank you so much for the followership.
Yes, you're
And
welcome, sir.
yeah, thank you so much for your question. So, like we said I think in the first or second slide, we are talking about new revenue stream for the school. So the pricing here is the pricing that RYD Learning is level setting. And we said that the school is at liberty. Don't forget, we are not engaging the parents. We are not engaging the students. It's only the school owner, as they are doing today, that are going to be setting school fees, anything they are offering to the parents, that will continue status quo. So what we are saying here, the 35,000 naira per term per student is what is payable to RYD Learning. We are not in the business of how much the school is going to charge the parents. Does that make sense?
Okay, that's explaining it. So 35,000 goes to RYD, then the school is at liberty to charge whatever they want to, or they feel like, is good for them. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you so
That
much.
explains
Yeah.
it, sir.
In
Well
addition,
done. Well done.
I'm just going to add to that. So those value that RYD is offering, by default, we charge $300 Canadian to our students here in diaspora. You could always even go to our website and check it. The value of the course and people are paying is that much. And but as we're coming to school, in addition to providing the laptops, which the school will end up owning after collaboration with RYD for 3 years, the school is getting a discounted rate. Like this is an extremely discounted rate for the value that we offer. And this is just a way of a school to take advantage of what we're offering. And we are giving an international structured curriculum that can be used anywhere. And we've also had students that have built a portfolio. This portfolio is their website showing what they've built in the past with us, which they can use to apply for scholarships or anything in the future that they want. Just adding that.
Okay, thank you. Then also, one of the first participant that asked the question, the lecturer, talked about higher institution. And I want to be sure because I was opportune to be, I drove around the university in Lagos and I saw they had this AI UNDP sponsored department. So I want to ask here, where does RYD come in to higher institution? Yes, you've answered, but I just want a broader explanation because now I want to take it beyond primary and secondary because now it's in the higher institution, CBT is not new. It's very non-new because I believe at that level, you should be able to answer questions via, they do it. You can answer questions online. What's it called? Your lecturer can also say, okay, we're doing online Zoom meetings, we want to do online class. So how easy will it be, especially for someone like me, who is a consultant, speaking with, because at the level of primary and secondary, I don't have any issues. But I was happy when the lecturer came and he asked that question. I was like, oh, beautiful. But I just want a clearer understanding of, okay, how can I be able to, okay, pitch RYD to higher institution?
I don't know if Michael, you allow me to take
I'm
that.
here. No, I'm here. Do you
Okay.
want to take that?
Yeah, I think I would like to take that. And
Okay,
thank you, Mr. Shegun, for that question. So there's no limit. Like Michael said, we just only came in here to say, okay, let's speak to us primary school and secondary school. But I think the major benefactor or beneficiary will be probably higher institutions where they would definitely need it more. Especially, I could remember my university days, there are some test exams. You just want to be like OBJ strictly. Yes, it covers that. And the fact that it's cheaper for them to even quickly implement. And we don't have a limitation to that. And also, like Michael said, is a cloud-based, meaning that it's easy to upload your question, it's easy to upload the number of students, it's easy for the student to have access to it directly. So you can have access to it too. Yes, a big yes to that. And it covers down to university. Being as a consultant, you can go ahead, book time with us, like they've shared, and then we'll definitely connect and have one-on-one and probably show you the demo to even have more clarity on that. Thanks. Michael, thanks.
Thank you very much, Philip.
Thank you.
Mr. Shegun, yeah, fantastic perspective. And, and maybe I didn't mention that, when we talk about the CBT, like you are rightly saying, and the lecturer said, is that CBT is something that is not limited to even just schools. It's not even limited to just the academia. It can be used for recruitment purposes, where it's a pre-screening set of testing, so that's a product that actually cuts across. It can be utilized in whatever, industry or domain, as it were, as long as you want the participants or the students to be able to write a screening kind of testing or exam, and that can be set up. So I thank you for bringing that up. And again, if you want us to have that conversation, there's a booking calendar. There's been a link in the chat. Please feel free to reach out, and then we'll be happy to have that conversation with you. Thank you.
And you know me, I'm a family already,
I know,
RYD
I
all the
know.
way.
I know. That's why when I saw the name, I was like, okay. Yeah. So any other questions from the audience, please, before we start wrapping this up, so that, we want to respect everybody's time. This is weekend. Any other questions? We'll give it another minute or two here. I think MC will go. Do you want to say something? Your mic is unmuted. Okay. Anyone else? Okay, let me see where we are here. Now, so like I said again, in order, we talked about infrastructure support, and we would like to reemphasize here that one of the key missions of RYD Learning is to drive impact. And like my colleague Dami said, this price point that you have showing on screen is highly discounted. Highly discounted. You can go on our website. Our coding classes retails for 300 Canadian per student. But because we are in the business of also giving back to the community, where most of us are from Nigeria, and we are looking at how can we again drive impact within the local education landscape. How can we contribute, like what Mr. Shegun is saying? You are challenging us. How can we even contribute to the higher institution as well? That's very good. So and if you want us to be able to partner with you at a point where we would also be able to provide ICT infrastructure support, then you need to fill the form that has been dropped. The link has been dropped in the chat. As a school owner, a school proprietor, a school administrator, you need to fill that form so that you can go through the pre-qualifying process, because it's not automatic, right? But we're here to work with you, and we're here to engage with you. Now, I'm hoping that there are no more questions. I'm checking the chat now for the last time. And so I'm just going to try to wrap up my presentation here. And I also want to thank the RYD team, working behind the scenes to make this happen. It's not just me here at RYD Learning. Thank you so much. So let's see. Okay, if you want to connect with us, your best bet is to book time with us on the calendar appointment link that has been shared in the chat. And if you want to take a screenshot of the screen here, you can also reach us on these channels. Finally, final thoughts. For us, it is our pride to put Nigeria on the map, right? When you look at this picture, I don't know what it speaks to you, what it tells you. But what it tells me is that we can literally do what? Put Nigeria on the global map when it comes to digital skills acquisition. That's what we're saying here. So what does that mean? The future is already here. Mr. Shegun alluded to the fact that the children of today are the leaders of tomorrow. Yeah, we've all heard that since we were in diapers, right? But I come to give you a tweak to that the future is already here, right? We can't even wait for us to become tomorrow's leaders. We need to be leaders today, right? 2, readiness is a choice. So you're a school owner here, you're an EdTech stakeholder, you're an EdTech consultant, right? Wherever you are on the stakeholder ladder, a parent, a guardian, a student, the regulatory authorities too, they are watching. But readiness is a choice. Do you want to choose to be ready today or not? That choice is in your hand. Collaboration is the path forward. That's why we are here as RYD Learning, wanting to engender new collaborations, new partnerships. That's what we are doing. And finally, the digital advantage starts with early skills acquisition, not late adoption. We should be able, and this is one of our goals at RYD, we want to be able to compete on the global stage. We have the potential, but that potential needs to be nurtured. I want to thank everyone for the the honor and the privilege to be here to have this presentation. Thank you so much for your time. And at this point, I want to call on the founder of RYD Learning in the person of Mr. Philip Etting to give us the closing remarks. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Michael, and thank you everyone for creating the time to be with us this morning. I know it can be a busy weekend. I want to say we are grateful and thank you so much for showing up. First, I would really want to thank Edumark for giving us this platform, this privilege, being our partner. And they've been working with us since last year, and it has been great working with you, Edumark. And we are really saying thank you. Just my final takeaway, I want to say I'm trying to encourage everyone here to try to also let people know RYD was set up not because coming to Nigerian space, because most of our students, and we always say it, that 65 to 70% of our students are mostly outside Nigerian, but they are core Nigerians. What we believe that, okay, they have advantage, maybe internet, the infrastructure, probably maybe in dollars, and then they have foreign currency that they can pay more. And that's why we charge them more and we focus that. But the need came up. I believe Michael would want to share his story, and some people know about Michael's story, being our co-founder here. He studied computer science at the University of Ife. And then that period, there was nothing like computer till probably he left school when he had access to computer itself, talk less of knowing programming language. But he felt also that it's also good to also focus here in Nigeria. Yes, in terms of paying, is it profitable to us? Probably not, but it was something we just took from our own side, and because we have investors, founders outside Nigerians, but they're in Europe, they're in North America, and they felt, okay, let's give back to the society. Yes, for the laptops, infrastructure, for the headsets, it's free. I would try to be blank here. Is the key infrastructure. Aside we giving it out free, the form we said we should fill is for us to see, okay, is your number worth it? Are you really a school? We will just do a few due diligence and make contact to make sure we set that up for you. Not just setting that up for you, we have instructor that will come and teach the kids. And like Dami said, we are looking at high level in terms of we are more of global organization because our partner are global. So curriculum wise, it's not like, oh, it's maybe why curriculum. No, it's global. And when we say global, our partner is in the US who give us, we'll work with to get the curriculum set for the kids. It's not one time, it's level by level. So we have up to like 9 to 12 levels for the school level and outside school level. So it's a continuous program. What else have I missed? Money is cheap, like it's very, very cheap, right? So if you convert Nigerian dollar of CBT, imagine CBT 5,000, it's like saying $2 to $3. That's very low, right? The platform is endless, is huge, is a great thing, I would say, for you to take advantage of. So having said that, I'm just trying to recap what we've discussed. Try fill the form, schedule the time, share with friends, family who you know are school owners. Let them visit ryd.com. We'll show forth. I'll be there when the conversation comes. Then we can ask more questions. Then we'll definitely go work with you. I want to say thank you, Michael, for championing this. We really appreciate it. Thank you, Dami. And thank you, the entire RYD team, for showing up. And thank you, everyone. And feel free if you have any question anytime. We'll be available to speak. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks.
Fantastic. Thank you so much, Philip. Appreciate you for your visionary leadership. Thank you so much, everyone. This is the official ending of this presentation. I hope that this has been valuable, insightful, informative for you. And we look forward to engaging you as you reach out to us via multiple channels. The booking time with us will be the best, to be honest. And if you just want to go on our website, you can actually chat with us. We have a chat bot there where you can ask questions and somebody will get back to you in real time. Thank you so much once again, and God bless you. Have an enjoyable weekend.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you.
Everyone. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma.
Thank you. Thank you.